Hi, what up? It's a keyboard. How's it going, guys? Sorry I'm late. I had to start a couple of the personal readings uploading. So they're in the background uploading right now while I'm hanging out with you guys. So thank you for your patience. You guys are awesome. I am the king of multitasking. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing? What's up? What's up, Angelina? How you doing, darling? Spinny hugs. Hey, Rohama. Rowdy does make a good cameo. Totally. Oh, speaking of Rowdies, what's up, Rowdy? How are you doing? Hey, Shelby, what's cooking? I haven't had a chance. I gotta learn Ted. I haven't had a chance to even tune him and try him yet. We gotta get into that. What's up, 1710? Hey, TR. How's it going? Oh, thank you, Maxie. I'm glad I'm here too. What the time off and the weekend, totally worth it. It's awesome. Hey, Anna. And I missed you guys too, though. Thank you. Hi, Nana Little. What up? How was your guys this weekend? What are you guys up to? Hi, Ms. Aisha. Mrs. Aisha. What are you up to? Busy dog. Hey, Randy, Michelle. Man, I'm glad you guys are here. It's good to see you guys. I did miss you guys. The weekends are totally good for the rest period and that, but I do miss you guys. So, hi. What's up, Tess? OG, going way back. How are you? All right, we're gonna have some good times today. The All Signs was awesome. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. I have not watched Star Wars yet. I'm still waiting for the right person to ask me to watch it. Otherwise, I go to my grave as the only person who's never seen Star Wars. Although, for some reason, Star Wars stuff has been popping into my TikTok feed lately, Rowdy. I don't know why, but I get way more Star Wars stuff in TikTok that I don't know anything about. Oh, thanks, Carla. How are you doing? What you up to? Spinny hugs for you. Miss you guys. I know, right? All I did was sleep and clean and do the chores and the cooking and the washing. It was fun stuff, though. Angelina, I would totally do. You know what, Angelina? You just made me have an idea. I got an idea on this one. Is that what if we did I don't know how, I have to check on licensing and how to stream it. But wouldn't it be neat if we did a watch party? It'd be kind of cool. What are you up to, Lisa? Hi. Spinny hugs, girl. What you up to? Hold on. Raven's here. I knew I saw Raven's screen name. What is up, girl? How have you been? Long time no see. It is good to see you. What up? Spinny hugs. What you been up to? How's work going? Is work okay, Carla? Oh my God, I forgot about it. That's right, Raven. You haven't watched it either. All right, me and Raven, we got a contest. We could do it PJ style. I could put a hoodie on and be comfy. It'd be kind of fun. We've missed you too, Raven. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I mean, I hope everything's okay. In reality, I want to get to a point where all you guys don't need tarot readings for broken love and broken hearts, but it's just like y'all need it for couples advice on how to keep proceeding forward in your marriages. You know, that's my goal. I want everybody to have their love. I think that might be kind of cool. I'll have to look at what the licensing rights are. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. You've been Oh, what are you making? I forgot you crochet. That's right, Raven. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm going to scroll back up and read this. Crocheting like crazy. Just finished Jason. No way. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing the theme to Friday the 13th in my head. That's cool. Like with the ski mask and everything. Oh my God, that is so cool. You know that Cappy Goat crochets too? Cappy Goat's really good at it. Quilting, crocheting. Dude, that's cool. Raven, I think you and Cappy Goat are soulmates. Dude, that's what I did. That's what I did, Maxie. It was a lot of chores and cleanup and just, keeping things running. I did say, I'll do that. I'll put tarot on or I put music on and then I either cook dinner or I do chores. And it just gets me into my zone. It's fun times, though. What's up, Sonia? It's good to see you. What you up to? All right. Donna, we are still sending prayers your way. All right? Definitely, you're on my mind. The power of prayer saved Mama T, so we'll keep the prayers. You're in my evening prayers. I'll add you to that, without a doubt. All right? Hey, Gypsy Bear. You know what, Gypsy Bear? That's a good point you bring up, too. Hey, Shells. Queen Joa. What's up? That energy, that feeling on edge, that is going to go away. Because even though we're in the calendar year of 2026, energetically, we're still in the year of the snake. That's why January always feels like a continuation of the previous year. Because even though the calendar year has moved on, we're still energetically in the old year. Okay? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the shift's right around the 10th or the 12th of February. Okay, so Aquarius energy will be the biggest point of transformation. It does mean we got a little bit more to go to get through the rough turbulent weathers, okay? But it'll start to warm up. Think of it like almost as if the cycle of the energetical change is following the weather. You know how, like, especially in the United States, there's like a cold front moving in. Like even down in Florida, they're going to be seeing like 32 degrees or 0 degrees near freezing points, right? As that cold energy subsides, you watch in about the next week or two, all that cold will dissipate. We'll start getting back into warmer weather. It'll follow right along with coming into the actual energetical new year of the fire horse. Okay. So we'll notice it much better at that point. All right. So I'd love to rainbow unicorn and be like, oh my God, you guys are going to feel better tomorrow. In reality, we still got to ride out the energy of the year of the snake just a wee bit longer. Thanks, Gregorian. When they messed up the calendar, took out the 13th month, messed it up where, do you guys see, you want to see the other cool thing about February? Take a look at February this year. February is perfect. It is 28 days. It starts on a Sunday, ends on a Saturday. Take a look at the February calendar. Even that is a complete block point that gets things back into a more energetic rhythm. All right. So if y'all can hang in there through January, we'll keep doing the readings, keep it going and keep you guys forward. When we hit that February vibes, everybody's going to start feeling better. And it's nothing against Capricorn. It's nothing against Aquarius. It's against Gregorian in the calendar. All right. They messed it up. Right. But so I hope that helps. All right. Let's dig into and get started with the super chats. Let me switch over to the right screen real quick. There we go. I'm just humming along, just singing tunes. Go over here. We're going to go to the fan funding tab. What are you guys up to? I'm just chilling. All right. Let's see what we got here. Perfect. Okay, you guys ready to do this? And yeah, the super chats are closed. So Sonia's going to be the last one I'm going to be able to pop through. All right. But I think Frankie's doing one too right now. You can go over to Frankie's Tarot if you need a super chat. And I'll be back tomorrow morning to do more. Okay. And then tomorrow's the fam message tomorrow afternoon. Okay, let's begin with a girl in love. What you up to? All right. Brandon. What's Brandon up to? You're going to be at 7:33. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. All right. Let's see what we got. What's Brandon up to? All right. Does Brandon use my picks for his tension relief? Let's find out. I'm going to laugh if the Ace of Wands shows up. This is going to be great. Okay. Brandon. Actually, this one I'll give him a point for. Okay, let's see what we got. The Hermit card, the High Priestess. Oh, nice. The Three of Cups. Oh, that's worth celebrating. 8 of Swords into the 7 of Swords. So he does, and here's the thing on it, he feels awkward for doing it. That's the wild part. Hermit card to the High Priestess. You would suspect me to tell you, nope, doesn't even think about you because he's too busy in other stuff. But with the 3 of Cups to the 8 of Swords, this man has thought about a wedding night with you more times than not. So I do think the reason you're asking, though, with that 8 of Swords, the Gemini energy, and the duality of Gemini, it tells me that it's because you've been feeling some type of way about him too. So with the 7 of Swords behind here, believe it or not, this is part of what's bringing you two back together, because on his side of the fence, as he slowly starts to realize you're the only one that gets his Ace of Wands going, that's going to be what cuts out any other vibes. In this case, with where Brandon's at in his current state of awakening, this is the one time you totally want him to think with the wrong body part. The Queen of Pentacles, because you're his blessing. With the Hierophant, told you he's thinking about the wedding night. Oh. If you haven't had the dreams, you're gonna have the dreams because he's having the dreams too. Sometimes you don't even need the pictures. Okay? It is part of the healing journey. When he finds out you're the only one that his heart goes thumpity-thump-thump for, that's what brings him back. So, shh. Okay? I will not tell the chat and everybody else that you're already having the dreams. You can keep that to yourself. Oops. I love you, girl in love. It's cool. All right. Savage Gem, what have you been up to? I have missed you. It's good to see you. All right. I know it hasn't been that long, but still, I'm a Cancer. I miss people. All right. Savage Moon, let's put you at 9:44. Oh, man, we're getting some cool timestamps. I like this. So do Leo and you ever move on from the past? Seems like every time that we're in a good place. We start to argue and right back at the breaking up stage. Okay, got you. Whoa, 10 of Cups. This does work out. The overall energy on the cards for you is the 10 of Cups. All right, we got the 2 of Wands. He's indecisive. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, the 6 of Swords. This isn't you, it's him, because you're already at the stage that you're willing to look past the past and move forward due to some of his insecurities, his inability to make a firm, solid decision. He does regret backwards, okay? Part of the lesson he's working on is forgiveness. Notice how he holds grudges against like everyone and everything, fights with his siblings, doesn't like his parents, and like co-workers are always in the wrong. This is a big part of that, okay? Where he's learning to have some grace and to forgive, which is a very tough thing for him to let go. Now, I'm not saying there's anybody hidden behind the energies or anything. There's no third party vibes. It's his own choice to be happy. He chooses to dwell on any past hurts and past failures with that Page of Wands instead of focusing on the potential of the future and the stuff that could... He's always been in the vibes of what if it goes wrong? What if it goes wrong? And I'd be like, dude, what if it goes right? You know, that's the thing on this. So you're in a bit more of a good place. His ability to hold a grudge does hold him back, and that's why he sometimes wishes to dwell on it. But do keep in mind, a big part of it is those are where some of his failures and his shame lies, okay? And where he feels, he brings up the fights. You notice how they're the fights that you're like, wait, that was your problem, right? That's where he still gets to, because those for him, they internally feel like failures, okay? Having some grace with it and being the one, this is the toughest thing to do, to be the one that chooses peace, to understand that when he does kind of lash out or tries to start a fight, that he's projecting out a bit of his own insecurities on those past issues. He's just really bad at saying like, hey, this actually is still a thing for me. It really, like, can we talk about it so I can get it off my chest? And if you just took the time to just listen, right? Instead of re-engaging and let him go all the way through the thought process, there'd be some moments where he gets kind of mean or kind of ornery. Then he'd go into the next emotional stage where he'd be like, it's just not fair, you know? And then he'd come full circle through the emotional ride, and you guys could actually circumnavigate the fight. Don't take what he says personally, because when he's bringing that stuff up now, it's based on some of his own feelings of failures in the past. That'll actually help him override it too, all right? Because you guys are in a really good place, all right? So you have moved on. You're supposed to be teaching him how to do the same, right? He's really kind of hard on himself more than you realize. That's the thing. And it's really hard to deal with. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. You guys do forget the past and move forward, just as you've prophesied. That's Deborah, prophecies, and the leader. It's also Violet Jessup. Aries energy for the 3rd time's the charm. See, with the Judgment card on the Chariot, he is, believe it or not, he's really hard on himself. That's why it projects out onto you with the Empress. You receive all. Think of it as a feral cat who's being nursed back to health. And each time you set the saucer of milk down, at first he lashes out at you, Leo energy. But then each time it's like, okay. And he's like, that's not bad milk, you know? And he'll start to warm up to you, all right? Basically allowing the time to vent out his emotions in that without reacting to it. You know, it's for you, it's definitely the power in the pause, Savage Gem. That moment when he's reacting and you take a pause before you speak, even to the point that he's like, are you listening? And you're like, hold on, I'm thinking. Right? The power in the pause allows you to choose how to react to the situation, which will allow him to write out and apologize for the harsh stuff he said because he just didn't understand how to say it. And it can totally circumnavigate the fight. Okay? That's thinking outside of the box, Aquarius energy. I hope it helps. Okay. Oh my goodness, Aqua Mermaid. How have you been? It is good to meet you. Hello. How are you? All right, you are going to be at, let's put you at 13. Let's put you at 14 even. All right, here we go. And Sandy, you are generous. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back with the thank you for you, sir. Okay, now, what do you need to hear about career and job? Give me a little career and job info. Career and job, career and job, career and job. Page of Cups. Are you waiting to hear back on the offer, or have you already gotten the offer and you're like unsure about the decision because of like it's a distance or it's a relocation? King of Wands, yeah, look at King David sitting on his throne thinking. So it's either you're wanting to make a change and like you're like, I can't do a career change at this time in my life. That's silly. That's just foolish. What are you doing? But yet it's like you're in the right vibe to want to do it. That's why you're getting the signs that you're seeing, letting you know it's actually a good idea and you should. As long as you 6 of Pentacles, it's more money. There's an offer of more money coming in, but you're almost very nervous about how to proceed with it. I'm being told it's a viable, good offer. That if you took it, it would be the direction that would lead you into a glow up and lead you into the future life you're wanting to have that you felt has been stuck, right? I can't get there. Maybe you just want the $1 million mansion, or you just want the Bentley, or you just want to be able to have your bills paid and live comfortably and have a family, right? This change actually does do it. It actually puts you on the path to go there. The Ace of Wands. If you are single, by the way, you will find love there. There is the possibilities and potential of an inner office romance. However, this is being told that there's still that spark inside of you that regardless of your age or the career point, it's something that rejuvenates your spark and lets you enjoy getting up and going to work in the day because you don't like it anymore. And you just got to have another shot of espresso to come in, right? Even if your current job is unemployment and you're tired of searching, you've applied for the job that gets that spark back into your life. You know what I mean? I like that for you. It's only a stone's throw away with the Seven of Wands, and it could be a previous company hiring you back. Just so you know. But where you're working at the moment, I don't see you in that same position in 4 months. And then I see you entering into another tax bracket in 2027. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, and Sandy, you are beyond generous. I love you, brother. You are just, the abundance that comes forth on you is going to blow your mind. This reading is totally sponsored by Sandy Martin. Thank you. You are totally helping putting everything together and restocking Mama T's fridge. I bought her a new a cart. Those little, the walkers with the wheels. She loves it. So thank you. You're beyond generous, brother. Fist bump, man. Dig it. Okay. Let's see. Next up's going to be Okay, Rohama. Let's see what we got for you, Rohama. All right. Rohama. How about 1656? I'm trying to get good timestamps. All right, a little energy check for Rohama. What are Caden's current feelings towards you? All right, let's see. Feels like he's been having little snippets of you in his mind. All right, let's see what's up. Remember, once you and someone else do cross paths, you will always be in that person's mind. Like Frankie said. Frankie taught me this a long time ago when I was just a wee little archer. That Frankie had said, remember, we think like 77 bajillion thoughts a day. Once you've interacted, there's no way that you don't cross his mind. But we're going to get specifics on it. All right, let's see what's up. Like, think about it, Rohama. Or think about it, everybody. If I mentioned to you, hey, remember that first crush you had back when you were like 7, 8 years old? You just remembered that person's name. There you go. Okay. The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Wow. You're on his mind more than you think on this one. Now, in your personal vibes right now, the devil's right at your doorstep. Okay, that's the overall energy. The temptations that are leaving you stuck, feeling like you're not going anywhere, right? When you focus on that negative vibe and the stuff that's bad in the day-to-day lives, the devil's going to take advantage of that moment. Oh, wow, Rohama's vulnerable. I can make her feel even worse. I can make her doubt herself. I can make her do all this. That makes Toby happy, right? When he can do that, because you're right at the threshold of your new life and a transformation that leads towards your 10 of Cups, okay? No wonder the devil's got you feeling awful. It's like the vibes that Caden's getting ready to make the changes need to reach back out to you. And the devil's trying to stop you because it's so close to happening. You're so close to being happy. That's why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because the devil's trying to stop you from being happy, okay? But on the Ace of Swords, it's that you're going through that level up where you're starting to catch on to it, and you're like, you know what? I'm not letting this beat me, right? Just so you know, it's the devil toying with your mind because he knows that new start and that 10 of Cups for the two of you guys is getting ready to happen. And he wants to try to keep you in like a 4 of Cups energy as long as possible, right? When you get towards February, that's where the devil energy is going to stop, because that Year of the Snake finishes, all right? So Toby knows his last dance is coming up. Now, the current energy check between you guys is that with the Queen of Swords to the Hermit card, internally without you in his life, as he's thinking, he would like to see peace with you, because you remember some of the good times before the peanut gallery got involved, okay? It's where he is trying to think through his own processing of, is there a way that you guys could come back from this? Now, externally, he's a little nervous and he's like, I don't know why I'm thinking about her so much, but I am feeling some type of a way. And that would be the internal thing, is that because of his own reactions and the blocking and everything, that actually left him with unfinished business. By him cutting you out and blocking you the way that he did, without that closure, it did it for him too. It was basically shave and a haircut. like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Right now it's driving everybody nuts. I need to say 2 bits to finish it off, but I'm not gonna. And that's what's going on in his energy, okay? That's why the little snippets come in. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, this does show he will exercise his free will, all right? This is why God sat there going, what was I thinking that day? Free will, that was a bad day. I was tired. Something like that. But this is the only factor that could change things, that God's putting some obstacles. In other words, the obstacles that are telling him which free will direction to take, God's allowed steering. Okay, real estate agents aren't allowed to steer. God's totally allowed to steer. In the fact that he could free will choose to stick with the peanut gallery vibes. He could choose to go that way. I mean, God put a tree there 1,000 years ago, so best of luck getting through that. But that's the vibes, is that God will continue to put those tower cards in until he free will makes the right choice. The choice that's already in his blueprint, which is to come towards you. Okay, so that's why with this free will, the peanut gallery is now becoming a distraction and an obstacle in that he doesn't have time for the drama. You were the one that represented no drama until he did something to you. Okay, that's why you know it. You're feeling that he's got those little snippets in his mind because he's already starting to put little pieces together about how to reach out to you. The things are starting to connect to reconnect. Okay, it's just at the beginning point. All right, so I hope that helps. All right, Hayden Seal, let's see what's up. How you been? You want to whatever comes out? You got it. You're at 21-22. All right, whatever comes out for Hayden Seal. How you been? Did you have a good weekend? All right, the King of Cups. Whoa, okay. The King of Cups talks about self-love, the self-care. It's like you've been focusing on yourself lately, and God's proud of you. Nobody else has shown that they're proud of you, but God is. 7 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles that leads to the Sun card. So just so you know, whatever comes out is that the connection you're waiting for with the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn season, this is getting ready to take hold. I do feel the vibes. Something about July 12th resonates. But the thing on this is, you have done the work with that King of Cups in order to strengthen yourself and set boundaries. That's actually part of your lesson. Because when they reach out, and they will, are you going to enforce the boundaries that you have set out of frustration? Of like, oh, when they reach out, I'm never letting this happen again, never. No, right? Have you had, because the final test is, like, there's a fear that when they do reach out that you might actually cave and go back on all your boundaries because they're back and you love them and you don't enforce your boundaries. So God's letting you know this last frustrating moment that you're going through is what's burning it into your head to hold your boundaries so then they can reach out and you don't cave and things go back to the old cycle because they're going to respect your boundaries this time and it goes forward into a happy, optimistic connection. Okay? Strength card. Strong Leo vibes on this one. It's like, but you're just being tested so that you also hold your ground when they return. Okay? Okay, next up is, it's Anna. Hi, Anna. What's up? All right, you're going to be at 23. Let's do 2320 for you. Okay, energy check for the week. All right, let's see what we got. Should you wait for your Capricorn or should you go for the new love? Whoa. I've got the Chariot, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. I'm actually seeing this direction, Anna. It's a choose your own adventure. This is successful. Should you choose to go in a different direction, okay, and go for the new love vibes, it would show up faster. Should you choose to wait for Capricorn, it does show up, 10 of Pentacles. It just takes longer. So it's not a matter of do you want love, do you want the 6 of Wands? It's a matter of when. All right, so let me give you a couple vibes on this one. Because with you asking for the energy for the week ahead, I have a feeling you may be faced with this choice in the week ahead, okay? The Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Should you go with the soulmate here, this will be met through a friend of the family, all right? Now, what I'm being told is that you have a married friend. Their spouse has a single friend with whom you all wind up getting hooked up together in, because by choosing to not wait for Capricorn, you begin glowing. You give off the energy that you're ready to give it a shot. And that's how you connect and meet with this person that might work with the friend's spouse, might be the friend's spouse's manager, okay? But they're more mature. There'll be an age difference too, all right? This one could come in before Taurus season. in the fact that over the course of Aquarius to Taurus season, you start talking, you hit it off, you begin to communicate. Then the talking stage, the first date, the second date. And by Taurus season, you're in a relationship and you're heading towards union. Okay. Now, in the vibes here coming in that, let's say just as this happens, Capricorn feels the disconnect like that. All right. And then they reach out. The High Priestess, expect the unexpected with a transformation. Okay. So the Capricorn is learning about real love. Seven of Pentacles. Now here's the wild part. Seven of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles is within the next 7 days. So that's the week ahead. Capricorn is going to start making social media posts that are about you. Trying to get your attention, trying to get you to reach out. So you could do that and step this up where the distance would still be a thing. There'd be a very awkward start point. Okay, as you guys start to reconnect, because neither of you guys are going to trust each other at first. So that part is going to be a little bit of shady, distant communication. Okay, that could last for 7 weeks before you start getting to the point of like, I knew it. He's never making time for me, never going to show up. It's the same thing that's happening before. So this would take further transformation times, that this one here would actually be strung out more through Pisces season all the way into Cancer season. Okay, you guys would not finish and complete your reconnection until July. You'd start talking in February, but they wouldn't come your way or show up for a while, and that could lead to the frustration. Okay, so in that vibes in the Four of Swords to the Hermit card and the Eight of Wands, you've got 2 safe directions. It's just a matter of how fast you wish to go, because your Capricorn's doing the work. And then you've got this soulmate vibe that's just waiting. God's just waiting to hit the release lever. You'd be shocked that at the minute you disconnect from Capricorn, this person would show up. However, here's the wild vibes. Here's where it gets deep. Here's the plot twist. Because you'll meet up with this new person. Things will take off. You will be with this new person for 4 years. At that point, the King of Swords, you will get divorced from this person just at the same time your Capricorn happens to be ending whatever relationship they get into, because they found out you moved on and got married, and they jump into a rebound relationship, which happens to end about the same time you go through a King of Swords divorce. In the end, you guys wind up together. If you go in the other direction, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to learn a lot of lessons. It's going to be great. And then you still wind up down the road back with Capricorn. You and Capricorn are divinely meant to be together. All right, that's the vibes. I dig it. Page of Cups. It would go in one direction and you would still wind up back with the Capricorn. However, the soulmate vibe would actually teach you a lot of new boundaries and set a lot of new confidence. And you would actually also travel and tour the world with this person. They like to travel. All right. Hope that helps. I know it's a little confusing, but here's the wild part. In the end, either way, you wind up with Capricorn. All right. Now, next up is Aisha. Let's see what we got. Doop. All right. Aisha, you're going to be at 2812. Okay. Let's see. Something off with his behavior, avoiding me. I'm upset and he's depressed, or he doesn't love or hates me. Everything is so tense. Okay. I got you, girl. Spinny hugs too, by the way. Okay. The Three of Swords, the Lovers, the Judgment, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Okay. The thing that's going on with this one, it's not that he's avoiding you. It's that his own insecurities are coming in and you guys are both a little nervous about the past repeating itself. Because we're still in that year breakdown, it's that you're entering into more of a true relationship. That there's times when he's burnt out, he's tired, and he becomes more avoidant to the energies. Straight up, because he's not taking it out on you. There are things that come up that he doesn't want to talk about. And it's not that he's avoiding the issues. It's that in his mind, he's kind of like, I've already experienced it. I don't want to talk about it again. I'm working on it. I'll figure it out. It's nothing on you. It's the other stuff in his life. But that Judgment card to the Four of Pentacles shows he chooses to keep some things quiet. Nothing bad or anything like that. Just the stuff that gets in the way. Knight of Swords to the Three of Swords. So he's in the energy drive on this one that it's not depressed. It's stressed. Okay? His brain is doing a lot of Knight of Swords processing about, he really overthinks. And instead of just taking a day at a time, he's like, oh God, what's going to happen in 10 years? Oh God, what if I can't afford this? Oh geez. he gets very nervous and in his head about stuff. So when you combine that with the things he doesn't want to talk about, it's that because he's gone through it, if you listen to him each time, if he simply says to you, I need a minute, anytime, and you're like, okay, that's cool, and then not get nervous, be like, what did I do? What's wrong? It's like, it's almost like you guys could like precursor each conversation with, I love you, I'm calm, all right? And that would let you guys know that it's not anything personal. The tension is being derived from the outside energies with that Three of Swords, okay? So you guys are both so used to having to do things on your own since the last time you're together for that first trial run that it's a bit of learning how to work with each other again. You guys both have a super hyper independent stage, right? Because you're used to having to fend for yourself. Where one of you will always feel like the other's avoiding while the other one's neglecting, right? And it's almost like he's avoiding stuff, which leads you to feel like he's neglecting you, when in reality, he just needs to open up and tell you, look, honey, it's not you. There's something going on at work. Let me have some time to process it, and we'll talk later, but it's not you. You know, that sort of a thing. He's unsure of how to do that because he's been around so many guys and guy friends that he's just like, stiff upper lip, that sort of a thing, all right? Understand it's not you. And here's the thing, if you give him the time, he will let you know what's going on. The thing is, he actually thinks before he reacts. It's that power of the pause. He does already understand it because of what he's done in the past, right? He used to fly off the handle. Now he's actually working to try and not fly off the handle. You got to give him points for that. But it is uncharted territory where he's just not sure how to proceed, okay? Be there for him. That's the best thing you can do. Sometimes he gets in the vibes where just being his ear is the best thing you can do as his wife, okay? All right, Angelina. What's up, Angelina Jolie? Jolly. All right, you're going to be at 3137. All right, let's see here. All right, spinny hugs. Okay, where are you and Dan? What's the next storm to weather? Please and thank you. You got it. All right, what's the current status on you guys, and what's the next storm you got to weather? Here we go. Okay, Six of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Here's the interesting part. In the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups. The biggest challenges and storms that you'll have to weather is once you guys begin communicating, it'll be that Eight of Swords vibes of, is this going to happen again? Can I trust this? And it's a lot to rebuild. The energies for both of you guys to go into this with a neutral approach and begin again shows that it will enter into that initial awkward stage, right? Where you guys can't think of the right thing to say and the texts are kind of dry and watered up because it's like, I know what happened before and you're both scared of how to proceed once the communication comes in. But the Two of Cups shows that I'm giving you a bit of a heads up and a crash course in this one so that you guys can communicate better in order to be like, I think this came, I forget who this came out for. I think it came out during the All Signs. It was that vibes of like, I think it did. But it's the vibes that you guys are actually going to, as soon as that initial contact's made, you guys are both going to be scared of the past repeating itself. Literally, the way to override it is one of y'all could just be like, look, I'm kind of scared about this. I'm nervous. This went bad before. We don't want it to happen again. Just so the other person can be like, oh my God, I'm nervous too. And then you guys can have a chuckle about it, and that'll ease the tension, get the foot across the threshold, and then you guys will be okay. That also tells me you're closer to communications than you think. Three of Wands. King of Wands also tells me the reason you asked the question you did is because he's thinking more about you, and it's energizing the connection with the Tower card. He had a Tower card in his life that brings him back in your way. That's what energized the connection. Okay? I love you. Spinny hugs. All right, next up is Carla. Hi, Carla, you generous girl, you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Carla, this portion of the reading is sponsored by you, Carla. All right, thank you for the Mama T Foundation. We're going to get Mama T back to best. She's getting excited. She's starting to think about going home, taking a couple days at home, and then if she can't do any more, then coming back and staying with us. So she is making a lot of progress, so I appreciate it. I still got to like refill like Melissa's fridge too from all the time she took off. That had to have been awful when she got home. You know? Anyways, okay, Carla, you're going to be at 3411. All right, let's see what we got on this here. Am I holding that right? No. Okay. All right, can I do an energy check for you and Virgo? All right, let's see what we got. Thoughts regarding us. All right, let's see. Photo session. Oh, okay, I got you. Here's about the photo session. I'd say you was so in your mind. Okay, that you felt out of your... Oh, I got you, girl. Oh, the Emperor card on the Devil card. Holy moly. Carla, you're in your head thinking that like the second didn't go well, it's only because you stepped way out of your comfort zone. He got you to do stuff you've never done for any other guy. Wait until this happens in person. It's good stuff. All right. You made him feel, Carl, you made him feel like a man. You made him feel like a man. Strong like bull. You know he does screen cap stuff, right? I don't know why he doesn't just go back in and replay the text messages or scroll through it, but he screen caps it. I don't know. Don't want to know. All right. And it's not for a bad reason. It's because he likes it. Do you guys both have iPhones and like he's trying to be like, I don't want her to see the 3 dots and let her know that I've been in the text screen for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, ooh. 2 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. So the thing about this going on is that you actually did help him. He felt very good. He felt in his confidence, in his power, especially with the Emperor and the Hermit. That's major. If this was a Virgo reading, I'd say, whoa, you're taking your power back, right? Because whatever the male version of the song Man, I Feel Like a Woman, is, that's what you did to him. You're just nervous because you went way out of your comfort zone and yet he totally liked it. Did he suggest it? Did he guide it? It actually went really good though, okay? So just so you know, at the moment, there is that little kind of like a whoa thing going on out of the taboo-ness. Also, just so you know, he's trying to figure out a way to like make some time with you. Okay, I feel like in the potential that you guys have a weekend together coming up, right? And if you felt out of your element during the texting, he's actually a guy that the stuff he texts you, that man's gonna live up to it in person. You're gonna be like, can I really do this? Because literally, Tia, here's what's coming. All right. I'm you right now. I'm you channeling the energy. You're gonna be like, Uncle, I need a break. I need a break. You're gonna be like, it's everything he texted me about, Archer. Just so you know. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. You guys gonna have no problem. You're not used to a guy this confident, right? He wasn't this confident before either, was he? You know, he went off to manly men school. Okay? He ain't messing with you. It's gonna be crazy in person. I hope that helps. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You might be another one of the people getting a Valentine's Day night off where it's like, come with me to the Casbah, come to the hotel, right? You check in as Mrs. Smith. I will check in as Mr. Johnson. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Does he talk like that's weird? Okay. It's only weird for me because I don't get it. But you're good. Okay. Michelle Mabel, let's see what we got for you. You're going to be at 3747, which is a cool timestamp. Okay, Anthony texted you saying he's coming over either today or Friday to exchange some stuff. Divorce is still pending. What should I expect? Okay. Here we go. Shut the front door. Here's what he's really wanting to exchange with you. Ace of Wands. All right? He's going to try to get with you. Did he tell you the stuff yet? Because it's really stupid stuff. He needs an excuse to see you because with the 9 of Cups, he doesn't want the divorce to go through. He's a fool card. He's trying to figure out how to stop you. 7 of Pentacles. He's like, here's what's going to happen. He's going to show up with like a hoodie. You're going to be like, I already got a new hoodie. And he's going to be like, I'm not really here about your hoodie. And you're going to be like, whoa. You want to, okay, I have no clue how you feel about him. All right, I have no clue how good he is. But I literally see you the morning after, okay, tree skirt, and you have some of his stuff. I don't know if you want it or not because he doesn't want the divorce. The potential is here that he drops it off Friday night. It is a Friday night because he figures out a way to stay. And I see you waking up Saturday morning going, what just happened? Whoa. It also has the potential it could end the divorce. Yeah, he's coming over to give you a tree skirt. And if I didn't know better, I'd swear you were picking out what skirt you want to wear for it. But I don't know. It's three of Cups. Am I right? Do neither of you guys really want this to go through, Michelle? He's coming Friday because he's going to try to figure out a way to weasel himself into your bed Friday night. There's a serious potential for makeup boom boom should you both want it. The Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. If you do choose to walk, he's single. He's single. He was lying. There's nobody else in his life. Four of Swords. He sits at home alone at night and thinks about you. Like, why did this go this far? I don't want it to happen this way. I don't think like either of you guys really want this to end, but there's the total potential. He said it is on him. Okay, cool. Then that gives us a red flag. Okay, this is cool. This is a warning. He is going to try to stay with you. All right? So by me pulling his energy, it's telling me he thinks you want it too. So this is a heads up. He is going to try to stay with you. All right? That way you can know. So he said there's a he's freaking lying. He's trying to get you jealous. It's that coworker that's way more sexier than you, way more. His coworker's Large Marge the Party Barge from Pee-wee's Playhouse. He got one hot chick in the office. What you talking about? So, anyways, Four of Pentacles. He's on his own, man. The repeating fours are telling you this. So just so you know, he's totally gonna try. He's gonna bring in a tree skirt. So it's not that you're trying to pick out a skirt. He's hoping you wear a skirt. Oh gosh, whoa, this is big. But I gotta stop. Just so you know, heads up. All right, his intentions are he wants to make nice with you. He's faking it and lying that he doesn't. He is literally trying to be like, yeah, I hate you too, Michelle. I hate you with my Ace of Wands. He's trying. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Okay. Next up is Doobie Devin. Literally, you're gonna come in here like on Monday's Cards and Coffee and go, "Yep, he tried." Anyways, what about Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Why does that movie even tick in on this? Okay, Devin, you're gonna be at 41.45. All right, let's see what we've got on this one. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. You're at 41.55. Okay, my glasses were messed up. Okay, Devin. Yo, Devin. What's a little general for Devin and Pisces? Tap me into Devin and Pisces energy. What's up with Devin's Pisces? Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Boo-ah, 10 of Wands. Pisces is carrying a lot on their shoulders right now, right? You might think that they just moved on and they're doing okay, but the love energies here right now is that your Pisces is still carrying a lot of the burdens of the stuff that was in the relationship, the stuff that they did, and they're actually working because your Pisces is tired. Your Pisces is burnt out. Right? It's like since you got, the Queen of Wands, because your Pisces wants something with you again. They're finishing up a transformation of cutting out whatever was in the way, whatever their devil energy was, they're working through it. So they're still quiet right now because I'll tell you what, they're going through something. It's not what you're thinking. All right? Queen of Wands into the Knight of Wands. As your Pisces is realizing they want to work things with you, they're becoming a better person. Your Pisces has already said it, Devin, to God, like, God, I want Devin back. Give me the strength, or however your Pisces prays, and God's begun putting your Pisces through the changes to make them ready for you. Okay? Let me see if I can get you a bit of a timeline, because Violet Jessup's here, and your dreams are right. You've been having dreams that you guys worked out and that things were okay. They're having it too, and it's what's guiding them right into your arms with the Knight of Wands, you know? Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, into the Page of Wands. So God's taken them out of your Pisces is in a bit of an indecisive energy. God is leveling them up, taking them out of that with the changes that puts them into the Page of Wands. Your Pisces is undergoing one of the great tests right now, like the Two of Swords. God testing Abraham, right? Which Isaac was a cool kid. Why'd you pick on Isaac? He was cool, man. We went to high school together in that lifetime. Anyways, on the Two of Swords with this, Eight of Swords. Right now, your Pisces is resisting it because it's a lot to go through. It's not a resistance. It's just really difficult. Five of Swords. They make it. The Sun card, okay? You give this another, I'm seriously thinking as close as the next 72 hours, and you're going to find some clarity to come in. I think you kind of feel like this is getting close. That's how close it is. That Three of Swords came back. And the Sun card's back too. You can't fight fate on this one. The repeating threes are confirming it that somewhere between the next 3 days to maybe at most 3 weeks out, which I'll be surprised if your Pisces can stay quiet that long, they reach out and you guys begin rekindling this connection. It's already getting ready to happen. There's a countdown timer on, like a bomb getting ready to go off, right? You're that close to hearing from your Pisces with the Knight of Cups, a love offer that you never dreamt you'd find out. Scorpio vibes too. What about the Scorpio in Pisces life? Not a third party, but is it like a friend, a coworker, the buddy, somebody that helps Pisces out when they're in trouble or something? There's one person that's a good third party that's actually like, they're like your Pisces best go-to, the one person they trust to like confide in. It's like a best friend or something, right? That person is actually helping, and they talk about you a lot. I mean, a lot. Okay? I hope that helps. All right, next up. Yeah, we're getting close on the timing. We gotta try to knock and rock and roll or whatever. All right. I know I'm sure I'm gonna hit the original 15 mark. I'm gonna keep going as far as I can so I get out of here on time for us. Okay? All right, let's keep rolling. All right, Janet, you're on deck. Let's see what we got for you, you terrific tenacious Taurian. All right, let's see. Isn't it Taurus and Sag vibes? Aren't those the strongest vibes in your chart? Anyways, we'll find out. Okay, let's dig in. You're gonna be at 45-49. Okay. Let's see, did Lacey get Ryan's account banned in December? And did he read your December message and feel remorse? Oh, I gotcha. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's up. The Three of Wands. Lacey did, but she didn't. Here's the thing. You know how Ryan made you feel? Guess who's now starting to feel that way? Lacey. Ryan's got a cycle. He's a repeat offender, right? Here's the thing. Lacey has a fake. Oh, you know Lacey has a fake account. That's not earth-shattering news. Lacey logged into her fake account. She reported him, and she got him banned. He got flagged. 30 days down, right? She did it from a fake account in order to be the one that was there to pick up the pieces. However, their relationship, their connection, whatever you want to call it, because it's really not a relationship, it's on rocky ground, and the devil's kind of working with it, all right? Because now Lacey knows what it feels like to be you. Ryan's treating her the same way. And so she's starting to go into a direction. The Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So even though on shaky, rocky ground, that's what's got you on his mind. And it is leading to an energy of you guys cycling back around. It was permanent? No way. Hold on. I do see he may be trying to do an appeal. Either the appeal gets granted, if it already got disgranted, he literally may have to start over. Ace of Cups, a whole new thing. That's karma. I think he went up against Lacey, and she reacted way more than you. That's what's making him think about you, is like, wow. He did the same thing to you, to Lacey. You reacted the way you reacted. She went off like a Roman candle. So the new account, that's what it is. We had to start totally fresh. That's what's creating the rocky ground between the two of them now. And now that the trust is shattered, I don't see him repairing it, because she's way meaner than you. The Page of Swords reversed. This wrecked them. They didn't learn the lessons from this one. It's slowly slowing them down and cutting them out. Ace of Swords. It's going to lead them back your way, because she is way more violent than you. Straight up. I got to say it the way I call it. She didn't like physically hurt him or nothing, but she is like mean and ornery. When she gets upset, there's a side of her that crashes out that nobody would suspect. Comes across as a little goody two-shoes until she don't get her way, and then she goes off like a Roman candle. All right? It's unfolding slowly. All right? She's already sabotaged this thing. They're going to try. Well, every other day there's a fight, then the fights become more common, and then they finally rip it apart. You know what I mean? Okay, let's move forward. Next up is Rowdy. What up, Rowdy Hitman? Rowdy Hitman, reverse Uno super snipe. All right, you're going to be at 49-16. All right, let's see what we got on this one. What's Rowdy's week ahead? What's Rowdy's week ahead? What's Rowdy's... No, reverse snipe. I'm not reading for you. You get nothing. No read for you. No soup for you. The Page of Swords. Uh-oh. It's a week of a lesson. Two of Pentacles to the Page of Wands and to the Eight of Wands. What are you researching? Are you wanting to travel or go somewhere? If I didn't know better, I'd swear you were on like an app trying to research or make plans. I do see though in the Two of Pentacles on this message that you get something in either the mail or it's already in your inbox that actually puts some relief to something, and it does bring a little bit of money. And it's not spam, right? It's actually legit. 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Also, by the way, I don't know if you watch her social media or not, but that's how, if you're not, you should be, because that's how you're going to know that she's starting to come your way. Just so you know, if you haven't been checking, you should, because she's starting to post little 7 of Pentacles, Parable of the Sower. She's starting to post little things about like why older men are better and why she don't deal with players no more. And something like the dad bod gets her going. Stuff like that. If you haven't checked her social media, you should. You're going to find out that all of her posts are starting to elevate her into an energy to be ready for you. Okay, so you got some direction changes happening, buddy. 9 of Swords, you're like, I'm burnt out, I'm tired. You might want to rest right now or get some sleep, okay, and let the stresses subside, because your dance card's going to start filling up. Enjoy the peace now because you don't have too much time left, all right? That's okay, just use one of your fake accounts. I mean, do you have fake accounts? You could do, I'm supposed to pretend I don't know. Anyways, but 8 of Pentacles. She's got a fake account. She blocked you on the real account until she figures out what she wants to do. Then she stalks you from the fake account because she keeps you that close. She didn't cut you out. She never cut you out. It's just a matter of you willing to wait because she's getting close. All right. Okay, Taylor, you're up next. Taylor, you're going to be at 5126. All right, let's see what we got for you, Taylor. General reading on balancing the head and the heart this week. All right, I got you. Let's see what we got. Whoa. So it's really frustrating, huh? You're about ready to pop. You're doing a really good job at holding it together. Holy moly. The Queen of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. What I'm seeing here, the best way to balance on this is to give yourself as much grace as you give to everybody else, right? You're always there looking out for everybody else, but then you're always the hardest on yourself. Don't forget with the 9 of Wands, and also stop apologizing so much. You don't do anything wrong, and you're just like, I'm sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. That was that coworker. The coworker was being rude. You don't got to apologize for their stupidity. You know, right? The big on this one is like, give yourself just as much grace, because that's why you're about ready to pop, because you're doing for everybody else. You also need to eat something too. You're not eating right. God's like, the car don't go if you don't put gas in it. All right, because you never get a chance to rest or stop, and you're like, I'm fine, I'll just grab a cookie, it's cool, I'm fine, I'm gonna eat on the go, right? Little rest and rewards on your own part would be cool. All right, but that's the biggest part of this. And do understand your love life is going to iron out for you. The biggest part on this is that think of it as a chance right now to rest your nervous system, right? And get yourself back to best and like back into a calmer energy. All right, that'll lead you into the balancing point. 6 of Swords. Be so hard on yourself. You're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for. All right. Okay, Randy. Let's see what we got for you, Randy. It's okay, Taylor. I'm sorry. See, water sign. I do it too. I'm a grown man, but I'm also a Cancer, so I apologize for everything. Anyways, give yourself some grace. You totally deserve it. All right. Yeah. Totally. Trust me, I totally get the time constraints. I totally understand. Okay, let's see what's up here. Next up is Shelby Belby. All right, let's see. I'm gonna read till 5 o'clock. We're gonna keep going. I might just make it through it. All right, you ready, Randy? What's up, brother? How you doing? All right, let's go for it, Randy. You're gonna be at, wait, no, Shelby. I said hi, Randy, but it's you. You're first, then Shelby. Yeah, we're good. Okay, Randy, you good sir are gonna be at 53-56. All right, let's see what we got. Now that she's gotten her freedom, is she happy? And am I still a thought at all? All right. Is she happy? And is he still a thought? The Knight of Pentacles, she's not happy. The Queen of Swords, she's still in her head. 6 of Pentacles, she's still in that vibe that she can do no wrong. Here's the thing on this. It is going to take her a little bit of time to come out of this position. Okay? She's still in a place that she can do no wrong, okay? And that's why she's heading towards an energetical crash out. At the moment, she thinks about you, but it's because she still blames you for everything. For her, it's very hard to forgive anyone. She holds grudges so much because she always feels like she's right and she can do no wrong. There's a big ego humbling she has to experience by losing you. You do become the one that got away. It just takes her some time to get to that point. At the moment, bless her heart, she is still very stubborn. Internally, she knows the truth. It's that Chappelle Roan song, Good Luck, Babe. You can say that we were nothing, but you know the truth. She knows exactly what she did to contribute to this. The problem is, in order to forgive you, that means she has to let her mask fall. And she has to let everybody know that she was the one that did this. And that everything that she said to everybody else about you is actually all the crap she pulled. The Emperor to the Nine of Pentacles. And right now, she is so scared of telling the truth and having to tell everybody that she went and just turned you into the villain. She's at a point where she can't reverse it right now. And that's only because in order to reverse it, she would have to tell all those people that she lied. And that you were not the problem. You weren't crazy. You weren't stalking her. It was her own self-inflated ego that is still yet to be popped. Okay? But to stay in the point of grace, remember, vengeance is the Lord's. She will come to that point. Okay? Now, the vibes on her with the Three of Pentacles, the guardian angels do keep tabs on her and keep watch on her. Okay? She's safe with what she's going through. I'm also being told to tell you she will never have another solid connection. You were her last one. She is either supposed to fix things with you or she stays stuck. And she repeats this lesson next lifetime. Ace of Swords. She's going to wind up reaching out to you. All right, this is going to take some time. But in the free will vibes on this one, she'll get to a point that when she does come to this conclusion, she's going to realize you were actually the best thing she could have ever had. And it's a lot of humble pie to return back in to be like, I was completely wrong about everything. She does get to that point, though. It's just going to take her some time. And I mean, we're talking some time, all right? She's going to hold this grudge for a minute. Bless her heart. She still thinks she can do no wrong. I'm pretty sure she's jumped in a pool and not walked on the water, right? She's gone... I know. Anyways. The people that get that way, their crash outs are the crash outs heard around the world. It is going to be a very massive ego death when that pride falls, okay? All right. It is totally your choice. If you wish to hang tight for this one, or if you want to just cut bait and walk away. Either way, she's going to show back up, especially when she finds out about any other vibes that you're entertaining. Because how dare you move on without her? Oh, that's not how it is. You are supposed to chase her until the end of time. For you to, and while she's stuck sitting there, Randy, trying to make a decision and keep you on the hook, hey, just a little longer, just a little longer, just a little longer. She doesn't even realize that you've got the serious potential this spring to get with a soulmate that will completely blow your mind and blow her mind. Because you're supposed to chase her for all eternity. And she's going to sit there thinking that and stalking your social media and watching you move on and watching you be really, really happy, right? And it's going to break her. Well, she's busy trying to make a decision. If you choose to with your free will, Randy, the soulmate vibe that comes in will just be chef's kiss, all right? And it sounds awful. It sounds awful right now. But it has the potential to make you forget about what INS did to you. I kid you not. It's that you're on a very heavy energy, bro. That's some strong stuff. She still thinks about you constantly. Okay? It's just a matter of how long are you willing to wait for her pride to crash. Because it will. It's just that she's a bit of a slow burn. She's a stubborn one. And believe it or not, that's one of the things you like about her. You saw that and you knew it. You just never thought she'd take it out on you. Right? That was a big part. She'll get humbled for that one. All right? The devil don't get away with nothing. You know what I mean? Karma always comes back around. Can't fight fate. All right. What's up, Shrek? Okay, we got about 5 minutes left. We've made it to the 15 point. We're going to knock out some rapid fires. Okay, let's do this. We can do it. All right. 5933 will be at, let's see, where am I at? Shelby Belby. All right, Shelby, Yeah, because we just did Randy. All right. Shelby, let me get it. Oh, yeah, we're rapid firing. Hold on, let me clear the energies. Shelby, what I see coming in on this one is that something that you publicize or release draws him back in because he's already watching your social media. Say the post, do the thing, it leads to connection, okay? You're nervous about it because you're like, awkward, everybody's going to know. Nope, nobody knows. You could literally lay down in the middle of a parking lot at a busy airport. Nobody would even notice you there, right? Everybody is so in their own little worlds that they're not even going to realize the post that whatever it is that you do post is directed for him. It also guides them right back in. Make the post. Plus you go viral on it. All right, Shrek, next up for you is that you've got a bit of a battle coming in. Your ex-wife's going to show up demanding more money because she's broke as a joke. You know why? Part of her karma was that other dude lost his job. She's lifting the bills for everything right now. Just so you know, so you can fight back and go, not my problem, not my circus, not my monkeys, right? She's going to want more money when you're still carrying the bulk on the children's side of things too. All right, Tess. D is actually still working. Now here's the thing. He is, but it's not a third party vibe, Tess. He's finally getting out of that. He's attention seeking. He has to have people around him tell him how amazing he is and he's the center of the universe. The third party vibes are long gone. The thing on this is, it's a hard thing for him to break the attention seeking behavior. He likes people telling him he's pretty. He likes to feel like he's a player. He's like, I'm not a player. I like see, the way he gives off stuff turns him into a walking red flag and he don't even realize it. That's the last stage of what he's got to go through. He's almost there too. All right. He's going to wind up having it's like an intervention. All right. Where like all the third party energies gather around him and explain to him how he made them all feel. And then it winds up, he chooses you in the end of all that. There's a plot twist you didn't see coming, but you will during Pisces season. Okay. Lightseer Empress, you are going to be, let's see, I might be missing timestamps. I'm sorry. But Lightseer Empress, you're at 101.51. All right. You and Levi, actually, your guardian angels asked me to pull a card for you in the fact that they are beside Levi and he is going through his emotional maturity and getting ready to make you a solid offer. He's going through that final test to make sure he's got both his masculine and feminine energies in balance. All right. And then he comes your way. All right. With that Magician card. He's parting those Red Seas. He's cutting out the vibes that were getting in the way so he can be all about you. He's growing up and realizing he wants to have a partner. All right. I don't know why I need the cards, but that's cool. Shells, what I see coming in for love with you is that the person on your mind posts a very rather traumatic breakup energy. God's tired of your person not doing what needs to be done, and there's a Tower card getting inserted into your person's life in order to eliminate any and all third-party energies. Okay? Busy Dog. Let's see what we got. Oh, you got it. Should you keep manifesting or move on? I kept staring at the A saying you should keep manifesting A. All right? I'm going to pull 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Choose your adventure. Busy Dog, if you continue to manifest A, going to need some time. March 28th. Okay? 10 of Cups. Should you free will choose to disconnect from A, your soulmate arrives during Pisces season. Okay? So either way, it's transformative vibes. In the fact that you've already got somebody that you're considering, right? And you almost feel a little guilty about it, right? In that you're with that Judgment card, you're like, I'm supposed to wait for A, but I'm interested in this other person. I'm starting to get feelings for somebody else. Well, I'm even looking at their social media. It's because you know there's something there. Should you go that route? Boom, gratification instant and a solid new connection that you can build through. Should you stay manifesting A, you do have that awkward reconnection vibes, and it takes a little bit longer into Aries season, but it still works out. So it's not a matter of which direction do you wish to go, but how soon do you want it? All right? Hope that helps. Both are good potentials, okay? And that other person kind of totally digs you too, Busy Dog. It's wild. Okay, now Miss Cassandra. Let's see, Miss Cassandra, will communication pick up soon? Actually, I was told to tell you, I saw the Tower card from my Titanic deck. I'm told to tell you that it picks up before or by February 17th at the latest, because the Tower card in the Titanic deck, it depicts 2:17 a.m., the moment the Titanic broke in half. All right, February 17th at the latest. All right, Amanda, darling, you absolutely should, okay? Because I'm being told you're more of a night owl anyways, and there's a shift premium, all right? You just feel like, well, I have to be in the normal 9-2-5. Well, what if you actually are a 3-2-2, right? You actually would feel more comfortable there, and it's a little more quiet, a little more private. You don't have to deal with all the day-to-day crazy, and shift premium, all right? So I'm being told yes and go for it. Now watch this. I'll give you a card on the do you get it. The Ace of Wands. That's yes, you get it. You're going to love it. All right. Hope that helps. Let's see. Sage Moon Jam. What's up? All right. Kay's current feelings and next actions towards you in there. Okay, let's see. Let's pop you a 105 second here. 105 timestamp. I got the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. I actually see your health getting better because this has been worrying you sick. Five of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. I see you actually finding a way to change up your eating habits that allows you to eat a little bit more so you don't always feel so drained and hungry. Now, meanwhile, his current feelings and actions is he's stalking you. Not the bad, creepy stalker way, but he's on your social media. That's him, right? So what I'm seeing on this one too, if you got an iPhone, you'll catch him going through the old text messages too. So his next action with the Moon card to the Page of Swords is to actually open the door, okay? Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Believe it or not, Kay's like, okay, Ace of Wands shows that even though he still has this passion for you, it also shows that he and the King of Pentacles is actually starting to think with the right part of himself. He's maturing. He's not thinking with the wrong stuff. And so in that case, he still has the same fun Ace of Wands vibes as before, but he's learning how to give his heart to only you. All right? That's what I think with the Page of Cups leads to. I think you're one of them Valentine's Day babies in the fact that Kay reaches out for Valentine's Day and wants to reconnect. The Moon card shows he's dreaming about you too. Okay, it's not a one-sided dream. Yeah, with Temperance. I actually see a message. I see Sage Moon. I see him sending you a message. I had a dream about you last night. Let me see if I can get you a time frame on that. Thank you. The Sun card, February 19th at the latest. Yeah, between now and February 19th. Okay, that's interesting. Three of Swords. The only reason it's not happening right now is that he's still in his head a little bit on this Three of Swords. I think it's a bit of his own uncertainties about himself. He doesn't feel like that good of a person. He's really kind of like loud and sad at the same time. So he's got to get into more of an optimistic perspective first. Just so you know, that's the part he's working on right now. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, and Sanjay. What up, Sanjay? Let's see. Who will your future partner be? You're an Aquarius. Oh, let's find out. All right, let's see what's up. The High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. It's that person in your digital friend zone that you're like, do they really like me? I don't think they like me. Nah, not this. Yeah, totally. You meet someone through the digital friendscape, and it turns into a real energy. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. They're already getting ready to reach out. It is them. Nine of Cups on the could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer or a Capricorn, and they'll actually live more local than you realize. The Hermit card, the Six of Cups. They might have children, okay? Might have children from a previous connection, but with the Nine of Wands, what I'm also seeing here, you also have a past person that's going to reach out and apologize. Sagittarius or a Virgo possibly, someone strong Sag and Virgo, that you've got a digital new connection, and then you're going to be faced with that one ex that reaches out too. So around into your birthday season, I see somebody from the past reaches out to say happy birthday. Well, you meet somebody that takes you out for your birthday. The choice is totally up to you. All right? You actually are faced with two potential candidates. It's just a matter of which direction you wish to go. And Sandy, my generous brother, you, let's see what we've got cooking for you. Let me pull you a card right quick, Sandy. You're going to be our grand finale at 108.42. All right. And thank you for your generosity, brother. You are a blessing. The next time I head your way, I will let you know next time I head your way, I'm buying you dinner. We're going to hang out. All right? Let's see what we got for you. Give me a couple cards. The King of Cups. Your person is actually finishing their own self-love. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Swords. You know how, like, because of what they'd gone through, there was always so much animosity from them. They didn't trust. They'd been hurt and neglected so much. They're actually healing and getting through that energy and realizing that they are somebody. They do matter. And when they go through this strengthening, they're cutting out the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the exes who had brainwashed them and the PTSD trauma they experienced in the previous relationships. In English, she's getting over it. You are still on the dock for something to come back in. She just had a lot of work to heal through, right? It was a tough project, but in the Emperor, she's coming for you. All right? You're the one that's reigniting in this. Okay, just so you know. She actually will make it through all of those past traumas and then come back and be like, I know I treated you like garbage. Is there any chance we could try? It'll be a little bit of an awkward reconnection, but in the end, it works out better than expected and totally not as you're expecting. Because you're like, Archer, I appreciate it and I'm manifesting it, but deep down, it might never happen. Have faith. It's literally written in this that it does. Watch this. The 10 of Wands, Sag vibes, and when she puts all the burdens down, she can come your way. 10-10 is your confirmation. The more often you keep seeing 10-10, the closer you are to hearing from her. All right? She'll reach out. You're just not like anybody else she's ever had. Anybody else would have told her to pound sand, so she suspects you're going to too. When she overcomes that fear and reaches out and finds out you're like, I forgave you ages ago. I see your very first reply. She's going to text you. Your reply is just, are you okay? And she does, it brain melts her. She's like, I thought you were going to yell at me. You asked if I was okay. And you're like, well, yeah, of course I did. What's wrong? Are you okay? You melt her heart right from that moment. And that eases the tension right out of the gate. All right. I love you. Hope it helps. Guys, thank you so much for all the donations and helping with the Mama T Foundation and keeping us on track. You guys are a blessing in my life. All of you guys. All right. And I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow morning's Cards and Coffee. Tomorrow afternoon will be the fam messages. Then Wednesday's the other all signs and that. It's been scrolling across the bottom anyways. I think we're good. You're welcome, Miss Cassandra. Thank you guys all for being here. Rohama, Shelby, Sandy, Kiara, spinny hugs for all you guys. Okay? And for my guys, I mean, I'll spinny hug if you want. I don't care. Bro hugs or a fist bump. It's all cool. All right? Thank you guys so much. Queen Tiki, love you, girl. Love you guys. Melissa, as always, thank you for everything you do. All my mods, Rohama, Cappy Goat, Janet, you guys are all like top shelf. It means the world to me. All right. Have a good evening. Make sure y'all eat something. All right. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you. I'll give you some time. Y'all be patient. Melissa's going to get the timestamps for all you guys, the few I missed. Okay. All right, guys. Love you too, Angelina. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Sleep well.